catch up on. Obviously, Ava has been out of school and I've been at home with both kids this summer, so that alone is a lot. And yeah, we've got some things to catch up on. Just a little chit chat. But I just wanted to come on here really quickly this morning. It's morning. I'm the only one up. Coffee, and word time while everyone is asleep. But I wanted to come on here and just kind of share my thoughts from the week and just share with you in hopes that someone would understand where I'm coming from and will be able to be like, you know what, I'm there too, or I've been there, and hopefully it can help someone. I was writing it in my journal, and then that's when I was just like, you know what, I haven't talked on here in a while, so let me jump on here and talk for a second. So this week, what's been going through my mind is that I needed to be disciplined in my intentions. And what I mean by that is that we always scream, oh, we're going to be intentional. And we have the best intentions to be intentional. But sometimes those intentions fall through. And we don't carry them out. And I didn't realize that I wasn't being as intentional as I probably needed to be in my life. And my husband asked me a question, I want to say about a month ago. No, the very beginning of this month. And he said, like, what do you want to do in your life? Like, outside of the kids, and, what do you want to do? Mind you, I've run my own business for multiple years, and I hit pause on it for a while, especially after I had KJ and we began to move. I hit pause on it, and I focused on being a homemaker and just basically just taking care of the home. And I loved it, but I didn't realize that I had gotten lost in it. And it's so crazy. I literally did not realize that I've gotten lost in that until he asked me that question, like, what? You know what? When he asked, I said, I actually don't know. I didn't come up with a plan for after this. I've just been going along with the flow. And for a planner like me, going along with the flow is good. Like, learning to go with the flow is good. But I think God just wanted to show me balance in that, because I've gotten so much into the planning era of just planning every aspect of my life that I didn't go with the flow, or I didn't allow him room to do and to come into my life and, just do him. And so learning to go with the flow was very good, but I didn't realize I'd gotten lost in just going with the flow and not having a plan or not being intentional at any point. Like, just being intentional with the house, family, homemaking, all of that. That's where my mind was all the time, this summer especially. And yeah, when he asked me that question, I didn't realize that I had no plan for myself outside of the kids, outside of home, and that I used to have a plan for myself, where I used to know, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I like to do. Or I need to, set aside time to do this for myself or whatnot. And just didn't realize that I had gotten lost in the sauce, basically. And so that question shook me. And I really started just owning in, like, who am I again, and what do I like to do? Or, I know what I like to do, but how do I make time to do the things that I like to do, or do the things that make me feel good as a person, as a woman? What are some of the things that make me feel like me again? And I got lost. I gotten lost. But God is so faithful. He is very faithful to his children, very faithful to the ones that believe and trust in him and that love him. And I'm probably going to say that in every video. I'm pretty sure you can go through all of my videos and hear me say at one point that God is so faithful, because he truly is so faithful. And let me sip some coffee. Never thought I'd be one of the ones crying on my videos. Get it together. Get it together, get it together, get it together. God is so faithful that even in my good intentions of wanting to take care of my family, he wouldn't let me get lost. He wouldn't let me get lost in the sauce. He started dropping little subtle reminders of, hey, Jessica, this is who you are. Hey, Jessica, don't lose sight. And I love my family. And he was like, I know you love your family, but I need you to love you too, because you can't be there for your family if you're not there. And obviously I knew this, but you get so wrapped up in the day-to-day. You get so wrapped up in life and you forget sometimes. And God was so good to just come back and remind me, even just starting off with that question that my husband asked me. And from there, he allowed different opportunities, business opportunities, to come up. And I was so confused because I was like, Jesus, I thought we were on pause. And he was like, yeah, but the pause is over with. I'm allowing some things to come back, as far as some business opportunities to come back, so you can remember who you are. And so, yeah, when these business opportunities start coming up, I'm like, is this what we're doing now, Jesus? But apparently so. But the good thing is, earlier this year, when I decided to just really own in on homemaking and just focusing on family, I told God, he was like, you know what? You are focusing on this portion of your life too much. I was trying to just push business because that's what I'm good at doing. He was like, but in this season, I need you to push and focus on your kids and your family and home. This is the time right now that they absolutely need you. And that's why I didn't know if God was telling me to end my business or, just pause. And it was scary because my business is my business and I love it. And it allows me to be creative. It allows me to just be me. I love it. And he was like, but the thing is, I need you to trust me with that. Like, I need you to trust me to the point that if I'm telling you to stop indefinitely or just pause. So in my mind, I made it so we're like, okay, we're just stopping indefinitely. So that way I wouldn't just focus so much on, oh my God, I'm stopping my business. But for me, I made it so where, okay, God, I trust you with that portion of my life. So if you said to stop indefinitely on that, okay, I'm fine with it. I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm not even gonna, we're stopping that part of my life. So I was fine with that. And I was completely fine with focusing on my family. Once again, God is so good because he only paused that portion of my life and allowed me to focus on this portion of my life as far as with my family. But it was to teach me some things about myself, about my family, about how to truly be a homemaker, how to pray for my family, how to pray for my home, how to just be that person for my family. Not saying we've been going through a tough time, but hey, it's 2024 in America. I'm sure life is life and for everybody at some point. And so yeah, I needed to be that person in my family that was anointing the house, anointing everybody, praying over everybody, reading scriptures over everybody. I needed to be that person. I needed to be the one taking care of everybody, but not realizing that I got lost in it basically. So yeah. But I said all that to say that yes, God is so faithful that he brought my business. He told me, okay, look, I'm going to bring you some business so that you just don't get lost in this portion. Like, no, I wanted you to put some focus on it, but I don't want you to get lost in it and forget who you are. So yes, he started bringing up some just subtle reminders to remind me of who I am. I started looking at myself in the mirror and was like, girl, where the heck are you? Who the heck are you? And I started remembering, like, okay, time to just get yourself together, Now I'm good for keeping my nails done, but at some point, like, I just be like, you know what? No, I'm at home. I'm doing this. I'm not gonna even worry about it. And the price of nails is ridiculous. That's a whole nother video. Okay, this video I'm starting to ramble. Okay, but yes, the price of nails is ridiculous. And I said, I'm not going back to get these nails done. I'm gonna do them at home. Baby, that did not work. It worked for a couple of times it worked. But I'm realizing that I need to go out and let somebody pamper me. And I'm willing to pay for that. It's certain things that make me feel good and that make me feel good about myself and just me taking care of myself, things that bring me peace that I am willing to pay for now. Nails, manicure, pedicure, included. I'm willing to pay for that now. With no complaining. I'm not gonna complain about it at all because every once in a while I need to get away, sit down in somebody's chair and let them rub on my hands and feet. And I realized I started getting away from doing things for me. So, like I said in the very beginning of the video, this week I've had to be disciplined in my intentions. It's so easy for me to just get lost here and not focus on me, not think about me. It's so easy. Especially when it comes down to something that I love very much. Or like I said, if life is going a certain way, I'm gonna probably retreat. I'm gonna probably retreat to home and to what I have control over, which is taking care of my home and taking care of my family. But I've had to be very disciplined in my intentions and not just saying, oh, I'm going to be intentional, but no, I'm going to be very disciplined in my intentions. No matter what I'm feeling, I'm going to do it. So I've gotten back to my morning wake ups where I work out just to make this body feel good, just to get that oxytocin, feeling, and to get me charged and ready for the day. I'm back up in the morning, focusing and taking time to read my word or write in my journal, talk to the Lord, have my coffee, just have this quiet time. I'm having to be intentional about self-care in all the feminine ways. I shaved my legs. No, but for real though, like, yo, shave your legs. It's the little things, just, it takes a few minutes, just shave your legs. Something as simple like whatever your self-care thing is, as a mom and as a wife that you've been missing out on. I know I'm not the only one, so y'all not gonna sit up here and look at me crazy. But it's certain things as a wife and as a mom, as a woman, that you have not done for yourself because you have focused so much on everybody else and not yourself. And so, yes, shaving my legs is one of them. Go buy a new bra, okay? It's time to buy a new bra. And I had to do that. I had to do that. It's a few other things as far as self-care that I can probably just take some time out and just do a video on that, on just self-care. But I really had to just do some good old self-care. Y'all, I ain't been in Bath and Body Works in a minute. And it took a coupon, but that was one of those subtle reminders, like, hey, take this coupon and go buy yourself something. And I walked in Bath and Body Works like, wow, I forgot how nice this is. Yo, it's literally the little things. So I've had to remind myself of my strength, my capabilities. I've had to remind myself that when my feet hit the floor, the enemy trembles. I had to remind myself of my femininity. Just like, okay, it's time to, dress this up. It's time to go get pampered. It's time to go get some smell good. I've had to remind myself of my femininity. And I've had to remind myself, go buy yourself something. It's okay. Let the kids take a little 20-minute, add a little 20 minutes on to their regular nap time. You need this extra quiet time today. But yeah. So yeah, my encouragement for you today is to be disciplined in your intentions for your life, for yourself, as a person, as a woman. Like, specifically speaking to the women, as a woman, be very disciplined in your intentions for yourself. It is so easy for us to get lost in the sauce because our human nature is to care for, to nurture, and we can literally get lost in that and lose ourselves. And so, yeah, that's my tidbit for today. It's not gonna always be easy to just pause and focus on you, but the end results are so rewarding. Very, very rewarding. So yeah, I know I came on here looking like Raggedy Ann today, but I needed to talk. I need to get some things off my chest. And like I said, it's been a while since I've talked to you guys. So thank you for loving me as me. If this is your first time here, I'm sorry I gave you the ugly cry. Not sorry. But welcome. I'm so glad you made it to this channel. If this was for you, if it encouraged you today, if it sparked some reminders for you today, if you know somebody that needs this, follow along, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And we will continue the chat. Yo, Ava goes back to school. Ava goes back to school. in another week or so. And I'm very much so looking forward to that extra time. I love my baby, but I'm looking forward to some quiet time. Another conversation for another day. I've had both kids all summer. It's time to do some planning for next summer now. Okay. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Peace.